Okay, so right before this, off, awkward angle. There you go. Right before this, I got this free book. It's called In Shadows by Sharon Sala. Had a scare with a senior citizen because he thought I was trying to steal his bag, but I was actually gonna help him put it back in his cart. But had a little scare there, and I saw Joker 2 on today's my birthday, October 9th. And okay, I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit, and then I'll get into spoilers. So I'll make a segment. I don't know. I haven't done this in so long. I quit doing the movie reviews because I just felt like they were repetitive. I didn't have anything new to say, or I don't know. I just felt that they were repetitive. If I'm being honest, that's why I stopped doing them. I did them for over a year, but I just kept missing the deadline. I couldn't keep up. Not that I couldn't keep up. I honestly, I chose not to. I chose to stop it. But anyway, Joker 2. What's the general consensus? Because everyone is hating on this movie. Like, oh, it's a musical. It was horrible. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why everyone's hating it. Like, it wasn't a bad movie. Like, cinematically wise, production wise, all that, it was beautiful. I'm being honest, visually stunning. And when I saw the credits, I was like, wow, no wonder why it was $200 million, because of all the musicians in it. And okay, I knew, sorry, my girlfriend just sent me a text. I knew it was a musical coming into this. I knew it years ago. When they first announced it, I knew it straight away. And I thought, okay, maybe it's going to be like Sweeney Todd or maybe La La Land. Who the fuck knows? I still need to watch La La Land. But I knew it straight away. Although some people just fucking didn't know. And I was like, okay, that's your fault then. But the choices that they made, the plot twist they had, it's not necessarily a plot twist. More of like the not angel or devil, but choose this path or the other path. Like, it really makes you question your own sanity. Like, what the fuck am I actually rooting for? Am I actually rooting for a murderer? Because Arthur did murder those people, but like, why is it that there's definitely audience members who were in support of him, but consciously they're not supposed to. But the film tricks us into thinking we want him to be not guilty. But anyways, I'm not trying to get into spoilers. The songs actually were decent. I didn't cringe once, if I'm being honest. Like, it was more suspenseful, but I never cringed at any moment or any song. And all the acting was actually pretty good too. Like, Lady Gaga, I was kind of really convinced. Although, to be honest, I didn't see not La La Land, sorry. Oh my god. The movie with Bradley Cooper. I can't think of the name right now. I didn't see that yet, but she was pretty good. Joaquin Phoenix, as usual, and all the side characters as well, including Brendan Gleeson and the actor for Harvey Dent. You know, I would have loved to see his like double side, but I don't know what they're going. I didn't know what they were going for with this. But, okay. Overall, I actually really did enjoy this. Like, as a DC fan, as a Batman fan, I really did enjoy it for what it was. Like, sure, it could have pulled a different route, but it was said in the title itself. They were both musically inclined to each other. And they both share the same psychosis. I think it was a really well put movie. I think people were overhating on it, maybe because it was a musical, maybe because it was the plot ending or the twist ending, or like some of the choices they made. I honestly do. I mean, I gotta watch the movie reviews itself to see why people are hating it, but this is just my first impression as well. So maybe it will change over the course. Who the fuck knows? But I liked it. I don't understand why people were clowning on it. No pun intended, but kinda, because I guess some people are really clowns. It really wasn't a bad movie. Alright? I'm gonna say that. It wasn't a bad movie. But I'm not gonna rate it because I'm horrible at ratings. It was a really good movie. I would see it again, personally. Well, obviously I'm biased as a Batman fan, but also I have been, like, exposed to musicals as well lately because of theater friends and all that. So yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Again, it's a darker movie. It's no, like, upbeatness or whatever you want to call it, but it's a good movie. Honestly, it's a good movie. All right, so if you want to see it, end the video here. Like, get out of here, because now I'm going to talk about spoilers. Ready? Holy fucking shit! They actually killed Arthur. Holy fucking shit! They killed Arthur. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't expecting it at all. I wasn't expecting how they were gonna pull Harley Quinn. Like, she voluntarily put herself as an inmate for Arthur. Arthur Fleck, yeah, Arthur. I wasn't expecting that. So then it makes you really wonder, like, is she telling the truth? Is everything in Arthur's mind? You didn't know what was real at that point, because some bits he would sing, but other bits it was true that he was singing. Like, you could tell some bits are like the show business in his mind, as that one Robert De Niro movie that heavily inspired from. But other bits he was truly singing, and so was Harley, or Lee, I should say. And it truly, like, screwed around me, because I was always on beat. Like, I was trying to keep up with, like, okay, what's real? What isn't real? Did he actually get Harley pregnant? Did he actually fuck her? I didn't know at that point. I didn't know what to keep up with. And then, what do you call it? Oh my God. Then he becomes his own lawyer. Yeah, the whole court scene. He goes on trial. Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Does he have a split personality or not? I didn't expect him to fire his lawyer and him become his own lawyer. That was when, like, the little history bit came into my mind. I was like, oh yeah, the reason why they had lawyers in the first place was because one of the one of the defendants tried to defend himself and didn't work out well. But that was just a big twist. And then he says, no, I'm just Arthur. And I killed my mother. There's no Joker. I was like, Then the explosion scene, I was like, wait, bro, what's going on? And the final scene with the staircase. I didn't know whether Harley was real or not. There was no confirmation at all. But what was confirmed was Arthur's death. And that's when it hit me. I was like, wait a minute. This is starting to slightly make a little more sense. Because the inmate who killed Arthur didn't have a name. And Joker doesn't tend to have a name in comics. And then you see in the background, he's carving in his face. I was like, holy fucking shit. Is that going to be the Joker that Bruce Wayne goes up against? Is that going to be him? Because there was no way. Arthur was too old. And Bruce was way too young when his parents died. And Harvey, yeah, he was in the explosion. Maybe that's what fucks his mind. But he didn't become Two-Face. Like, he only had a little blood, a little bit of scar on the side of his face when the explosion happened. It wasn't too dramatic. But what's dramatic was Arthur's ending. He fucking died. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? What the fuck? But then it hit me. I was like, oh shit, wait. Him. He's carving his face, but wait, he doesn't have a name. It made sense. It made sense. That's who Bruce is gonna go up against. That's the guy. Oh my god. But Okay, on the musical bit, the love interest bit, it was definitely toxic, but I think it's less toxic and more of like a holy fucking shit, they were meant for each other, but they need to both fucking die. We don't know whether Lee lied about her pregnancy, because she keeps smoking away, and she could be using Arthur for all we know. The singing bits, it could be real, it could be fake, for all we know. Overall, what both movies keep, the tone they keep, is the ambiguous. They keep the ambiguous feeling of what's real and what's not real. Whether the musical bit was real or not, I think the musical element fit well. I mean, obviously, they probably had an influence because Lady Gaga was Harley, I should say. But where am I going with this? I think it worked because it gave us a new element of fantasy. Like, maybe it could have worked if the writing was a bit different. But then again, it did introduce us to a new character element. Like, he's not alone. Like, sure, in the first movie, it did feel like all the background characters were like, yeah, we want to stand up with you too, Joker, sir. We want to stand up with you. But then there's that element of the personalness. Hey, I connect with you. I want to stand up with you too. And then they both have this musical element to them, the musical feeling to them. But then, is that real? Was that real at all? Who the fuck knows? Who knows if this was real or not? But what was real, though, was Arthur's death. And I liked it, too. Arthur had a visitor, one last time. We don't even know who the fuck it was because he died. We have no idea who it was. But what we do know is that there will be a new Joker. An actual Joker with no name. So I'm getting slightly lightheaded. Overall, I really did enjoy this. Like, sure, later down the line, I might say, why the fuck did they make this decision and all that, but who the fuck cares? If you want to see a different result, then watch a different movie. There's hundreds of thousands of movies to look at. And there's hundreds of different of Jokers to look at as well. Okay, maybe not hundreds, but there's so many other Jokers to look at. If you don't like this Joker, fine, watch Heath Ledger. If you don't like that Joker, fine, watch Mark Hamill. Fuck you if you watch Jared Leto. But anyways, I think it's overhated. I agree with David Morez, actor from Gotham. I agree with him that it was overhated. And I really think people need to look at it from a film standpoint and from an ambiguous standpoint. What's real? What's not real? It was a beautiful movie. I gotta say it was a beautiful movie. And I could tell it was a beautiful movie straight away when the umbrellas changed colors. I said, oh shit, we're already getting into this fantasy ambiguous element of the movie. But, alright. Overall, I really did enjoy the movie. I would go see it again. I'm not going to, though. But I would watch it again. That's my final verdict. It's a really good movie, but it's not for everybody. Especially if you're not a musical person, if you're not that kind of ambiguous person, or dark movie person. It's not for everybody, but that's okay. Although I don't agree that it should have had such low fucking ratings. Man, people need to get a fucking grip, alright? Just make a fucking opinion and move on. If you want to say it's good, just say it's good. You don't have to fucking say it's the best or the worst, okay? I'm not saying the best. There's problems with it, sure. Like, I don't understand why Arthur, decided to make himself his own lawyer. Or why he didn't try to fake it. Well, I don't understand that. Or why Harley was just so, put herself in just for the sole reason of Arthur. Her dad was a doctor. She could have became a doctor too, but then I would have followed the comic books and all that. But then again, we are getting a new Joker, and maybe we're getting a new Harley as well. Who knows? Who knows if Todd Phillips is going to continue this? But as we know right now, Arthur Fleck is dead, and his legacy will live on in that universe. But, alright. I'm rambling on. Alright. It was a really good movie. Go and watch it.